We've been working on factoring quadratic expressions. Now we're going to work our way towards solving quadratic equations. So we're going to begin with examples that are already factored, and we'll gradually work our way towards factoring equations and then solving them. The key rule for these problems is called the zero product property. If I have an equation that says AB equals 0, either A has to equal 0 or B has to equal 0. That's going to be true in all cases. So let's look at my first example here. I'm going to replace A and B with two binomials, x plus 3 and x minus 2. So in order for this equation, x plus 3, x minus 2 equals 0 to be true, either x plus 3 has to equal 0 or x minus 2 has to equal 0. So let me represent that. That's right, there's two possibilities for this equation. There's ultimately going to be two answers. So if x plus 3 equals 0, I can solve that by subtracting 3 on both sides. And I find that x equals negative 3. If x minus 2 equals 0, I'll add 2 to both sides. And find that x equals positive 2. So you can circle both answers, or you can write them in an equation series set. Either way is fine. And notice, going back to the original problem, your signs, you had a plus 3, you had a minus 2. The results of the problem were actually negative 3 and positive 2. So you do have a hint towards what you're going to be working towards in the original problem. Let's look at an additional example. Now I have 2x minus 5 times 3x plus 4 equals 0. Now, going off of the last problem, a common mistake here is for people to say, oh, well, my answers are positive 5 and negative 4. But we do have to set up the zero product property to solve here. So I'm going to say that 2x minus 5 could equal 0, and 3x plus 4 could equal 0. I need to solve each of these. We'll do it one at a time. If 2x minus 5 equals 0, we'll add 5 to both sides. Divide by 2. So one answer is 5 halves. Over here, we'll subtract 4. Divide by 3. So we have two answers of positive 5 halves and negative 4 thirds. Let's do one more example where you will do a little bit of factoring yourself to solve this one. It says x squared plus 8x equals 0. All we're going to be working with today is taking out a common factor. So a common factor between x squared and 8x is x. So if I factor out a GCF of x, that leaves me with x plus 8 equals 0. Now, even though I only have one binomial here in parentheses, I do have x times x plus 8 equals 0. We still need to follow the zero product property here, so I'm going to say that x could equal 0, or x plus 8 could equal 0. So right off the bat, you have one of your answers. 0 is one of the solutions here. We'll just solve over here by subtracting 8. Find our second answer of negative 8 for this problem. So the key part of solving quadratic equations is setting your equation equal to 0. It's already going to be set equal to 0 in all of the problems you have to do today.